You guys, welcome back to another episode of A Lot of You Have Been Asking. I am so excited for today's guest. I am joined virtually by Chelcie Lynn. You might know her as an internet personality, creator, comedian. You have millions and millions of followers online. And does it ever feel real that that's your reality?
No, oh, never. I'm always like, what is happening? I've never gotten used to it. And it's crazy because I was thinking the other day, I've been doing this 13 years.
That's insane.
Which is mind-blowing to even, that's crazy in itself. And I quit my 9-to-5 almost 7 years ago. I'm like, what is happening? No, I've never gotten used to any of it.
I feel like, too, like anytime you hit one of those milestones where it's like an anniversary of quitting that job, or, you know, you see a video pop up, like your first viral video, and it's like, this was 5 years ago, or this was however many years ago. It's like, holy shit, like I've been doing this long?
Insane.
What was your first like viral moment? Like when did you join social media, and like what was your background like before you were online?
I did, oh gosh. Okay, so I think I joined Vine is where I started.
Yeah.
In 2012. But I really started making videos and they started popping off in like 2013.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, oh my gosh, I was just living in Dallas, Texas. I was just working. I was a substitute teacher. I was working at Whole Foods afterwards. I was just kind of doing what I had to do, just
totally
wherever I could work, honestly.
Yeah.
And honestly, back then, there weren't a ton of like social media comedians, influencers.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was kind of starting to pop off, but there were a few. But I never thought this could be a career.
I know. I feel like none of us do.
I was just having fun.
Yeah, right? It's because you're kind of like seeing what these new apps are. You're like, yeah, let me play around with this, fuck around a little, see if I can get my name out there. And then was there like a moment that like sparked and it was like, oh, this can actually like really be something?
For me, it was a slow burn.
Yeah.
I never like gained a lot of followers overnight or had I had my first viral video. I had already had, probably like 100,000 followers, if I can remember correctly, when I had my first video that went like global. And I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I almost, and it was a video that I almost didn't post because I didn't think it was funny.
Isn't that crazy? I feel like those are sometimes like the funniest ones where it's like you get to in your head about posting something, and then it's like, that's the one that pops off and can change everything.
Crazy.
And all it takes is like, and it really does, like, I know you were saying your success wasn't like an overnight virality moment. It was kind of a slow burn. But I feel like nowadays with TikTok and everything, you can pop off in one freaking video and it can just change your life overnight.
Yes.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
I feel like I started following you, like, Trash Tammy, obviously, is one of your characters. And how was she born? How did you birth her?
So it wasn't even really a plan. So the first Tammy video I did, I think I had 3 or 4 followers.
Okay.
And 2 of them were my sisters.
Of course.
And we were driving through town and I had my Reba shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
And we passed this trailer house and I had a spark. And I said, pull over in front of this trailer house. I want to do a video in front of it. So I went in these people's front yard and had my sister film this video. And I love the movie Monster with Charlize Theron.
Yes, that's a great movie.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
So I took my bun out of my hair and my hair was kind of flipped back like hers. And I kind of just did the mannerisms. And my first Tammy Vine was, did you ever watch that show American Pickers?
It sounds familiar, but who's in it? I never know a show's name. I only know like the people that are in it.
It was 2 friends that would drive around the country and like try to buy antiques from like old dudes in their yard.
I'm sure I've seen it because that sounds right up my alley.
Kind of like chubby and
yeah,
it was a huge show.
Yeah.
So anyway, I said in the video, yeah, the American Pickers guys are going to come look at some shit I got out back. After that, me and the fat one are probably going to fuck. And it kind of took off, and I was like, okay. So I did another video with that character and another one. And then finally I go, maybe I should just give her a name.
Yeah,
Maybe I should
right.
make this a thing. And that was it.
And then that's how she was born in all her
Yeah.
glory. That's so.
Yes.
And how did you like channel this person? Was it just like a? Did you have somebody in your mind that you were like basing it off of, or was it just like Charlize Theron and Monster and like a combination of people you've met in your life or like random things like that?
I think it was a combination of people. That it was not one person in particular. I think it was a mix of a bunch of people and just growing up in Oklahoma, and I did use the mannerisms of her in that movie, but the character's not really from that movie. But I look at old Tammy videos and I cringe at how much the character has developed over the years.
Yeah.
How much the voice has changed. It's really developed over the years.
It's taken on a life of its own, I feel like. I mean, you have your own channel that has, so many followers, and then Tammy has her own area of the world that has so many followers as well. It's kind of cool to see them both grow together in a weird way.
Thank you. Yeah, I do a few other characters, but Tammy's the bread and butter, man. She's people love her.
People eat it up. I mean, I feel like, plus like the mukbangs of it all help. Like, I feel like those have to be like, what is the behind the scenes of like filming those? Like, cause I always like to ask people like, are you like the type of person, like, do you get like camera shy? Like if you're filming in like a crowded parking lot and like there's cars near you, or do you like go to an abandoned parking lot? Or are you just like, I can do anything anywhere now?
Oh, I'll do it in front of people walking by. I don't care.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, I do like to go be secluded just so I'm not like, but if I can't be, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll film a video. I'll fart in front of a stranger, I don't care.
Well, no, I see the farting videos. I appreciate them as a fellow gassy girl. I love it. I think it's so fun. I think it's so refreshing in the sense of social media just being authentic, not necessarily refreshing probably if you're in the room with you, but refreshing it from that sense. I just think it's so real. I feel like the reality, the honesty, like it's such a breath of fresh air, for lack of a better term.
I love that. Thank you so much. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, but one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. Thank you so much.
So you're a creator, you're a comedian. Are you a consumer of content too? Do you find yourself as someone that, works in this industry? Like, are you a scroller? Are you a doom scroller? Like who do you watch?
Oh, I be scrolling.
Yeah.
I'd be scrolling. I'm the type of person that I've got my few favorites, but I'm horrible at like remembering names, and I'm trying to get better at that, at remembering like the names of the people whose videos I really love.
Yeah,
because I follow so many people, and I just be scrolling. But I love the cooking content. I love that type of stuff. Oh gosh, people that do the prank calls, the pranks. I love the pranks.
Yeah, the pranks are good. The one thing I will say about pranks is I can't stand a prank video where the camera is so obviously set up and it's like an obviously staged prank. That's where I lose it. I tap out on those ones. But an actual like authentic, like good, like America's Funniest Home Video type prank. Like the one I remember when it was going viral, they were saying like the different celebrities that died and they were like pranking their parents.
Yes.
And people were like freaking out about like the randomest celebrities. I was like, this is what social media is made for.
I love it. I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I like. It's harmless pranks.
Exactly. And do you have like, working in social media and also being a comedian, I know you're on tour right now, or you're going on tour.
Yeah.
What is that like? Like you were saying earlier that there wasn't really like comedians who were posting a ton on social media back in the days of like Vine. It was kind of like a new thing. Is there like a stigma around like social media comedians versus like comedians who come up from the club scene? Like, what does that look like?
I feel like there is, but I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
Good.
if comedians that came up doing open mics and not growing an internet presence are pissed off that I am doing stand up or anyone else, that's your problem.
Yeah, that's
I'm
your
out
beef.
here living life and having fun.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, and I've heard some people, there are a few comedians who are like, oh, this is a TikToker doing a show, you know, but so that's out there, but it's real, dude. Some of us can do both.
Yeah, and I think too, like that's like the way you can now put yourself out there from the comfort of your own home is so different than having to, you know, travel the country and like sleep in motels and like grind this. You can do it all from the comfort of your own home now, which is refreshing. And I feel like for women too, like there's a lot of like women that I see that are moms or, you know, that are able to now make money from being online, which we didn't really necessarily have before. So I think it's again, a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
Minus the farts.
Oh, yes. It's changed so much how we do stuff. And I was even telling a friend yesterday, it's like, you know, a lot of us comedians or influencers, whatever, we don't need SNL like we did 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We don't need, you know, like we can create our own outlet for that.
Totally. You have your own platform. You're basically like, even with the skits you make for yourself or with Tammy, like you're the writer, the producer, the editor, like you're doing all those things. I think a lot of people don't necessarily understand that. Like people that are removed from this space don't necessarily get that you're wearing all of those hats. They think it's just you post a funny video and that's that. But there is so much behind the scenes that goes into just even one piece of content.
Oh, big time. It is a full-time job.
Yeah.
But we don't have to wait around for someone to like pick us to create something, or, you know, we can just do it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, I mean, you know, I wouldn't be doing probably what I'm doing if it wasn't for social media.
Totally.
You know, a lot of us wouldn't. So I'm very thankful. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Do you have like a moment where you were like, this is like my made it moment, where you were like, this is real now and it's like a real thing?
I think all the time.
Yeah.
I think that all the time. But at the same time, I don't have like a goal, if that makes sense. And I'm not trying to be negative, but you know how a lot of people are like, oh, my goal is to like be a movie star. My goal is to have my own TV show. My goal. Now that's all great.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. But if my career never got bigger than it is right now, I would be so fine with that, because this is crazy enough for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going with the flow.
Totally. I think that is such a good mindset to have, because
you know,
even this industry is so like, it's up, it's down. There's a new platform, an old platform. There's like a changing of the guard all the fucking time. So I feel like just kind of riding the wave, like you said, is kind of how you have to be. And I think too, like, there's so many people nowadays that like aspire to be a creator or to be an influencer. Mm-hmm. And they're too focused on like the numerology of it all. Like I want, where it's just like, post what you like, you'll find the people that like that too. And it's not as, you know,
just have fun, be authentic, and you'll be successful.
Totally.
You know, in some way, it doesn't have to be, you have 10 million followers is success, but you'll be successful in whatever you do. But it's, this is so crazy to me. I'm just riding the wave, dude. I'm like, I don't have to have my own TV show. Cool.
Yeah,
but this is awesome enough.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Well, you have all of these different platforms that have millions and millions of followers. You also have your own podcast, the Viral Podcast. Talk to me about what was your expectation going into podcasting versus the reality of it.
Okay, so I thought podcasting. I'll just go once a week, sit down for an hour, we'll have a fun chat, and that's it.
Yeah.
I did not realize how much went into a podcast.
I know, right?
I mean, out of everything I do, out of the out of the shows I film for my Patreon, the YouTube, the stand-up, it is the hardest thing I do is the podcast.
Yeah, it's insane. It's a lot of work.
Yes.
I didn't realize
Yes.
I like bit off more than I could chew going into it. It's like, holy shit.
That's exactly how I feel. And I've been wanting, it's been a few years that I've been wanting to do like a Tammy podcast where she like interviews musicians and comedians, and I keep putting it on the back burner because I'm like, I cannot add another podcast.
You're like, I don't have the room on my plate.
Crazy.
Yeah, seriously. So what do you guys talk about on the Viral podcast for like some of my listeners who might want to transfer over to you? Like, what do you guys shoot the shit about?
We talk. Well, first off, our main thing we do is we take calls from our audience.
Love that.
And they will call in with, it could be serious. It's mostly not, but it could be. We're all over the place.
Yeah.
It's mostly they'll call us with questions, needing advice. They'll call us with the craziest story you've ever heard in your life.
I love that.
They'll call us with things. Sometimes we can't even play certain calls. I'm like, I'm not playing that.
You're like, this is going to get me some type of,
Yes.
I'm going to be subpoenaed or get into some lawsuit.
Yeah. They'll call with their juiciest confessions, crazy stuff, and we just riff off of it. We talk about it, we riff off of it, and it's me, my best friend, and my sister.
Oh, I
and
love
we'll have
that.
guests sometimes, but it's usually just us three, and it is no bars hold. We talk about things that people are like, wow, I never thought other people did this or talked about this. So
Well, I feel like that's like the fun of a podcast too, is you get to hear like an unfiltered, undoctored take of somebody that you like online for, whatever it is, 45 minutes to an hour each week.
Yep.
You get to know them more personally, especially with someone like you that, does these characters and these skits. It must be nice having a place where like people can actually get to know you too.
Yes. And we've been doing the pod for 4 years now, which is crazy. I feel like we just started. We've been doing it for 4 years, and we've created a little cult following to where a lot of people, I get a lot of messages and people come up to me in person and they're like, you know what? I found your podcast randomly, and the Tammy stuff and the characters, it's okay, but I just like you. I just like the podcast.
Yeah, you're like, thank you very much.
I know.
You're like little old me.
That's awesome. Because for years people just wanted Tammy. So it's kind of weird now to be like, okay, people are wanting it's fun.
People are interested in the real me too, not just this character I've created.
Right.
It is a weird thing, especially like the reality of this business. There's like such a line between like public and private, and like what you share versus what you don't share. How do you manage that? Like, are you like a open book type person where you're sharing the highs and the lows of everything? Or are you kind of just like social media? Like, I want to keep it separate from like some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
A little bit of both. I post a lot. I do a lot of like vlogs about my life, and I'm on Snapchat, 100 times a day snapping. I post a lot, so I feel like people think they're seeing everything, but there's a lot I do keep private. I have moments that I don't post. I keep my nieces private, stuff like that.
Totally.
I'll keep private. Like we just went to I just went on vacation to Hawaii, and I did not post at all while I was there. Yeah. And I had some Snapchatters that were pretty pissed, like, we're used to your 100 snaps a day, where are you at?
Yeah, right.
But I don't post everything, but I do also show a lot.
So it's like it is a fine line though of like figuring out what and what not to share. Wait, you weren't in Hawaii for the tsunami, were you?
I was.
What?
Yes, I was, and it was crazy.
Tell me about it. Like, were you freaking out? I would have been paragliding out of there.
I was surprisingly calm, and I don't know why. I'm very strong. I'm a natural, like, I don't worry about things I can't control. So I think that kind of had a lot to do with it. I'm like, well, hey, if this is going to take me out, I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to
sip my pina
try to
colada.
fight, but yeah. We were at the pool and we got like an alert on our phones. All the phones started going off. And it was a pretty crazy alert. It said like, you are in danger. A tsunami is like, I was like, what? Is this real?
You're like, are we getting pranked?
I know.
Ashton Kutcher, come out.
So that was like at 2:00, and it said first tsunami wave to hit at 7. And I'm like, okay, we have a minute, to think about this. So long story short, we couldn't even leave the hotel because the roads were so condensed.
Yeah, just everyone was evacuating.
Yep. And at a standstill, that there was like 2 major roads going out from the North Shore, and we couldn't even leave.
Oh my God, that's insane.
So they put us all the lower levels, they put on the higher levels.
Yeah.
So we had to go up to sit in this hallway for like 5 hours with like, 200 other people. And I put it on my TikTok. I just started singing Creed.
With arms wide open?
With arms wide open.
I mean, what else would you sing at a moment like that?
Some hotel staff member brought up a big speaker, and he was trying to calm everybody down, bless his heart.
Yeah.
And he was playing music, and I was like, hey, sir, I have a request. And he played it, and I was singing it, and I was like, join in if you know it, and everyone was ignoring me.
Yeah.
But I put that on my TikTok. But I was calm. It was kind of like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to, I'd rather them have us somewhere safe and not know.
Totally.
Than have some big. So it was fine, though. And then the next morning, everything was back to normal.
Oh, my God. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been, I mean, kudos to you. I would have been absolutely freaking out. Are you when you're traveling and like when you were saying you were like off the grid kind of, you weren't posting that you were there, do people come up to you a lot and are like, wait a minute, I know you? Or are they like bombarding you? Is that happening a lot? Because you have, millions and millions of followers. Is insane.
Yeah. I probably get recognized every day, but It's not like crowds of people or it's crazy, but I'll have a couple people come up to me and be like, hey, I'll follow you on whatever,
totally,
I listen to the pod. Yeah, that happens probably every day.
It's such a surreal experience too. Like you're like,
it really is.
It's like, me and I'm just chilling in the middle of Walmart. Like, what are you talking about?
It's crazy. And it's even crazier when they come up and they know details and they'll say details. I'm like, oh, you really follow. And then that's what's crazy. I'm like, wow. Like, because I put so much stuff out that I don't realize that people are actually like watching it and
that engaged. Yeah. Like really like hanging on to everything.
They'll ask detail. They'll come up and be like, oh, how was it when you went to, and I'm like, what? Like, it's just, yeah. But I love it. People always come up and they'll say, I'm sorry to bother you. And I'm always like, you are not bothering me, dude. Thank you for saying hi.
You're like, it's the best like hype that I need, like that I could ever want, really, is just for someone to come up and say, because I feel like too, like at a corporate job, you have like, feedback from HR and from your bosses. So like followers are kind of like our little HR situation that
I love
keep us in check. They tell us when we piss them off. They tell us when we're doing great. So it's good to get those in-person moments, a little performance review of sorts.
I love that. I never thought about that, but that's so true. That really is true. I love that.
Yeah, I love when followers come up or you share your whole life, like you said, you're posting on Snap like 100 times a day. You're with your sister too. Like I know you guys host the podcast together. Like how does the family feel about all of this? Like what is it like from their perspective?
So they were pretty. Not quiet, but they were supportive, but they didn't kind of how do I explain it? Okay, so my husband just got a YouTube channel this year. Mm-hmm. So I was doing it 12 years, and he would be in a lot of my videos. Yeah. But after 12 years, he finally was like, I should start my own channel. Mm-hmm. And my sister, the same. The one that's on the podcast, she's always been like real quiet, behind the scenes. And then this past year, she started her own YouTube channel. So it took them over a decade to warm up. But once they, warmed up, they're into it now.
Yeah. I feel
They're
like
vlogging, they're making content, which is weird for me.
yeah, to watch
Usually,
their content from their perspective.
for so many years, I was the only one making content, and I would have them film for me or whatever. And now they're like, "Hey, can you film this video?" I'm like, "What?"
You're like, what do you want me to do? Like, come on, put me on the payroll.
Right, exactly. So it's fun though. It's a whole family thing now.
Yeah, I love that. I think too, like a good support system is always important, no matter what your line of work is or is not. My parents they had no idea what I was doing at first, like posting these videos online, and we're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you sharing all these details with strangers on the internet?
Right.
And now they've come around to it, and they're like, oh, okay, like we understand it now that, this affords you these things in your life, and it's become a real line of work. It's so weird to still explain to people like what you do.
Yeah, for sure. And I had the same thing kind of happen to me when I first started on Vine. I kind of first started popping off. My aunt, who did not understand the whole concept of everything, I remember she called me, and I can't remember what I posted. But
Yeah.
he was like, "You need to take that off the internet. That's inappropriate. What are my friends going to think?" And I go, respectfully, fuck your friends. And guess who comes to every tour and brings her whole group of friends now?
Mm-hmm.
My aunt.
Yep.
Now that she gets it, so I've been in that same boat.
Yeah. She started off as a hater, and now she's a lover.
Yep.
Gotta love it. Speaking of your tour, what can people expect from your tour? Like, is it a story time? Is it conversation? Are you working with the crowd? Is it characters? All of the above?
So it is traditional stand-up comedy, and it's kind of in storytelling form for sure. So it's going to be all new material. This tour, all new material. And in the past, I've done like just a full hour of stand-up.
Yeah.
This tour, I'm kind of breaking it up, and I'm doing mostly stand-up, but I'm also doing a couple like crowd interactive things. And I kind of tested it out over the past couple months with a few shows, and people seem to really love it. I mean, I've had people come up after shows and be like, "Listen, the stand-up was good, but the end of the show when you were doing that stuff was my favorite part," which made me so happy.
Yeah.
To go try something new and, for people to love it. But, so yeah, it's traditional stand-up mixed with a little bit of crowds, because I'm horrible at crowd work.
Really?
Like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" Like, I'm not good at that.
Oh, that's surprising to me.
I'm not. So I wanted to do crowd work, but not have it like the old, who are you here with? Like, it's kind of different. So I'm happy with it, and it's been fun.
Oh, that is fun. When does the tour start? How long are you going on tour?
It starts next month. It starts end of September, and then we'll go through almost Christmas. So it'll be like a 3-month. We'll be out for like 3 months.
That's insane. Do you have any crazy, like, what is the craziest thing that's happened on a tour of yours or on a show of yours? Like, any fan interactions or hecklers? Do you ever get hecklers?
Oh God, yes, but not bad hecklers.
Yeah.
It's just people that are excited to be there, and I'll be in the middle doing stand up in a room of, a bunch of people, and someone will just come up and bring me a gift, or come up to the stage and flash me their tits.
Oh, okay.
Right in the middle, and I'm like, "Lady, wait till after the show."
Yeah, wait till the meet and greet at least.
Right. Let me do let me do this, and then we'll get to that. Oh yeah, my crowd is rowdy, but for the most part they're good. I do have a lot of hecklers though.
Oh my God, I
shut them down.
Good. Yeah, I don't know how I would like. There's such a difference between creating videos online where you get to do a million takes.
Yep.
And then having that one take for those people in that room. That's got to be nerve-wracking. That's what I always say. I don't know if I could ever do stand-up. Like, it's a beast.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. And just to know that, like, it's a big deal for a lot of people to get tickets and babysitters and gas money, and that's a big deal for a lot of people. So you want it to be good. You want them to leave and be like, oh, that was worth my time and money.
Totally. Yeah. I mean,
it's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure, because then you're gonna go on Reddit, you're gonna go on TikTok, you're gonna see the comments like, I hated that live show. I mean, the haters are way louder than the appreciators, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
It's crazy. Where can people follow you? Where can everybody, get to know you in more detail, get to watch your content, get to meet Tammy?
Well, I'm everywhere. I'm in every nook and cranny of the internet.
Yeah.
I just search either Chelcie Lynn or Trailer Trash Tammy Instagram. I post mostly on Snapchat. You can get tickets to a show at my website, which is eatmytrash.com. That's real.
That is good branding right there.
I can't believe I snagged that website.
Yeah, right? That's kind of shocking.
I got it.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Yes. I got it. I'm so happy with it.
Oh my God. Amazing. That's awesome.
I'm everywhere. I post all the time. I'm everywhere, man.
You're like, once you see me once, you'll wish you never saw me in the first place.
Right.
That's what I usually tell people. I'm like, once I pop up on your For You page, you'll be begging me to get the fuck off of it.
Right. You'll be muting my ass.
And one last question. What do you want your social media legacy to be when all is said and done in the world? What is your hope?
Oh, I love that. You know what? I hope that people just keep coming back to it. Mm-hmm. And they're like, man, she didn't give a fuck. And I hope it's timeless enough that you're like, hey, I want to go back and watch that video years later.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I think that's a good legacy to have, is just to have a moment in people's mind that like sticks with them.
Yes.
About you, that like entertains them, makes them laugh, whatever it is. That's a good legacy to have.
I'd love that.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I am so appreciative that you are here virtually. I wish it was in person.
I know.
Do you have a Boston tour date in your
Not yet,
upcoming?
But it's on the list to add, and I will come by. For
oh my God,
sure.
Please! I want to come see you in person. Like, we got to figure that out.
I got you tickets.
Oh, amazing!
I got you tickets. Please, when I do add, reach out.
Yeah, 100%. I'll be there, front row, heckling you.
And thank you for having me.
Oh my God, of course! I'll be your first heckler in Boston.
I love it. Okay, I'm ready for you.
Thanks so much, Chelcie. Have a good one.
Thank you.